I'm starting to notice a little bit of a trend here. Hell, I have been noticing a trend for the last 3 years in the NFL, but it's finally starting to catch up with them. Every week, the NFL presents a painfully boring, atrocious, abysmal, unwatchable set of games, and every week, the audience continues to get smaller and smaller. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how much longer I can continue wasting my Sundays watching the National Football League. I feel like I'm on autopilot at this point. I'm not watching 7 hours of NFL Red Zone every Sunday afternoon because I enjoy it. I no longer wake up on Sunday morning excited about the NFL. At this point, the only reason I continue to watch is because it's what I've always done. It's a habit. But with the NBA starting this week, I think I am very close to being done with the NFL. I can't believe I just said that, but it's the truth. I am more excited about the NBA than I am with the NFL. Someone asked me yesterday if I would go ahead and admit that the playoffs in Major League Baseball have been better than the NFL. Now, if you have been following the channel for a while, you know exactly how I feel about modern baseball, but I'll be the first one to tell you, Major League Baseball, it has been better than the NFL. The current product in the NFL sucks. I mean, it sucks. And the problem is, there are no signs of improvement. There is absolutely no hope for things to get better. It's not like the league sucks because all the top quarterbacks are injured. Hell, there are no top quarterbacks in the NFL anymore. It's just average and below average, with most of them being well below average. But like I've been telling you guys for weeks now, I don't think things are going to get better in the NFL. The current product that we see every Sunday, the rancid turd that it is, I think that is our new norm. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble across this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Search Behind the Line here on YouTube. Should be the first channel that comes up. Last Thursday, Sean Payton and the Broncos, they played the worst team in the league on Thursday Night Football. It was a great way to open the week in the NFL. Gave fans a good glimpse of what was to come on Sunday. More shitty football. One of the worst performances of the season, it delivered some of the lowest ratings for the season. Less than 10 million people tuned in to watch Dennis Allen be completely emasculated on national television. Less than 10 million people tuned in to watch multiple players in New Orleans frantically running towards the warm embrace of Sean Payton, begging him to help them escape this miserable franchise. Now, obviously, 9.8 million. That would be a great number for any other league, but for the NFL, it's abysmal. And I have this feeling that ratings are only going to get worse when the ratings are released for that polished turd that the NFL presented yesterday. What the hell's going on with this league? Is it too much to ask to be entertained? Are my expectations too high for NFL quarterbacks? Maybe it's me. Maybe I am expecting too much. I am used to watching NFL quarterbacks throw for 300 yards with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. Yesterday, I am watching Chiefs Niners. I'm listening to Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback in the history of the league. I am listening to Tom Brady obsessing over Patrick Mahomes. Man, this guy is amazing! Did you see that sidearm throw? That was the best 3-yard gain I've ever seen! Patrick Mahomes made a couple of great plays yesterday, but overall, he was atrocious. Between Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy, who looks like he is tossing bricks because the fucker can't seem to throw the ball over 10 yards without it being intercepted. But between Mahomes and the brick, there were 5 interceptions thrown in that game yesterday. 5. Cinco. These are supposed to be 2 of the best young quarterbacks in the league. This is supposed to be the future? If this is what the future looks like, the NFL is in deep shit. Look, I have got nothing but respect for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, but one of the reasons that they are so dominant is because there is a complete lack of competition. Listen to the gauntlet of quarterbacks that Drew Brees had to go through on the way to winning the Super Bowl back in 2009. Divisional round of the playoffs, Kurt Warner. Conference championship, Brett Favre. Super Bowl, Peyton Manning. Now, last I checked, those are three Hall of Famers. For his first Super Bowl in 2020, Patrick Mahomes, he went through Deshaun Watson, Ryan Tannehill, and Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, two of those bums, they are no longer starting. Hell, they might not even be in the league. I think Jimmy Garoppolo might be selling State Farm insurance. And Deshaun Watson, his career probably ended yesterday. Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Tua, Josh Allen. These are the guys that Patrick Mahomes is having to beat. It's just not the same. Yesterday was an absolute travesty. It was a microcosm of how this season has been. Vikings Lions, that was a great game. Texans Packers, great game. Everything else was complete dog shit. Patriots, Jags, vomit. Bills, Titans, double vomit. Seahawks, Falcons, triple vomit. Bengals, Browns, quadruple vomit. Jets, Steelers. Hell, by the time I got to Sunday Night Football, I had run out of vomit and started dry heaving. I have never seen this many bad teams in the NFL all at the same time. Last night, one of my channel members on the main channel, he asked me with a straight face, he was being serious, if the WNBA playoffs were more exciting than the NFL. Now, in his defense, he is very, very young, maybe 18, 19 years old, but I would imagine that he is not the only kid in Gen Z asking that question. Have we really reached the point where the Gen Z kids are wondering if the WNBA is more exciting than the NFL? The WNBA? The dump! For decades, I have never missed an NFL Sunday. The way I looked at it back then, there were only 17 NFL Sundays, now 18 throughout the year. I was not going to miss one. For the past 3 years, I have been waiting and patiently waiting for the NFL to give me a reason to watch. I have been waiting for the NFL to give me a reason to be positive about the future of this league. If I am feeling this down with the NFL as a diehard fan of the league, how do you think casual fans are feeling? Because that's who's dropping off right now, the casual fan. When you see these double-digit ratings declines, that's who the NFL's losing. Guys like me, we're next. The league is waiting for someone to take over. And instead of this next generation of quarterbacks taking over, they seem to be competing to see who is the worst. Go look at the schedule for this week. Go look at it. Find one game on that schedule that is worth watching, one game that is compelling to watch. It is 16 games of absolute trash. I'm getting really, really close to giving up on this league. You know what I'm going to be watching next Sunday afternoon? Pelicans, Blazers. I will be watching a meaningless NBA game in late October over the NFL. 5 years ago, that was unimaginable. But give me your thoughts on this. Another week, another slate of painfully boring games in the NFL. And I think it's going to get worse. I would not be surprised if the NFL sees their lowest rating in years next Sunday. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that thinks the current NFL product is trash? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.